Hello everyone. Welcome to Daily English Practice. Enhance your listening and speaking practice through stories. Once upon a time, in a quiet meadow near the edge of a vast forest, there lived a mother pig and her 3 little piglets. They were growing up fast, and one day, their mother called them together. "My dear children," she said, "you have grown strong and clever. It is time for you to leave home and build houses of your own. But beware of the big bad wolf, he is always lurking, looking for little pigs to eat. Be wise and build strong houses that will keep you safe." The 3 pigs listened carefully, nodded in agreement, and set off on their journey. They each had different ideas about what kind of house they wanted to build. The first little pig and his straw house. The first little pig was the laziest of the 3. He loved to play all day and didn't want to spend too much time or effort building his house. As he walked along the path, he met a farmer carrying a large bundle of straw. "Excuse me, sir," said the first little pig. "May I have some straw to build my house?" "Of course, little pig," the farmer said, handing him a bundle. "But be careful. Straw is not very strong." The first pig didn't listen. He quickly built his house out of straw, stacking the bundles and tying them together with twine. It was a simple house with a small door and a round window. "This is perfect," he said. "Now I can relax and play." No sooner had he finished than he heard a deep, growling voice outside. Little pig, let me come in," called the big bad wolf. The little pig's ears perked up in fear. "Not by the hair on my chinny chin chin," he squeaked. "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in." The wolf took a deep breath and blew with all his might. The straw house was no match for the powerful wind. It collapsed instantly, sending pieces of straw flying everywhere. The little pig squealed and ran as fast as he could to his brother's house. The second little pig and his stick house. The second little pig was not as lazy as the first, but he still wanted an easy way out. He found a woodcutter carrying a bundle of sticks. "Excuse me, sir," said the second pig. "May I have some sticks to build my house?" The woodcutter nodded. "Of course, little pig, but sticks are not very strong either. Be careful." The pig quickly built a small house out of sticks, tying them together tightly. It looked sturdier than the straw house, and he was pleased with his work. "This should keep me safe," he said. Just as he finished, his brother came running toward him, panting. "The wolf," the first pig gasped. "He blew my house down." Before the second pig could respond, they heard the familiar growl. Little pigs, let me come in." "Not by the hair on our chinny chin chins," they cried. "Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in." The wolf took a deep breath and blew hard. The stick house shook, creaked, and then collapsed, sending sticks tumbling to the ground. The 2 little pigs screamed and ran toward their brother's house. The third little pig and his brick house. The third little pig was the wisest of them all. He knew that a strong house was important, even if it took more time and effort to build. He found a brickmaker and asked for some bricks. "These will build a strong house," said the brickmaker. "It will take time, but you will be safe inside." The third pig worked tirelessly, laying each brick carefully and using mortar to hold them together. He built a sturdy house with a strong wooden door and glass windows. It took much longer than his brother's houses, but he knew it was worth it. Just as he finished, his 2 brothers arrived, out of breath and terrified. "The wolf is coming," they cried. "Don't worry," said the third pig. "My house is strong. He won't get in." Moments later, the wolf arrived. Little pigs, let me come in. Not by the hair on our chinny chin chins. Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in." The wolf took the deepest breath he could and blew as hard as he could. The house didn't budge. He tried again, blowing even harder. Still, the house stood firm. The wolf grew angry. "If I can't blow your house down, I'll climb down the chimney." The third pig quickly lit a fire in the fireplace. He placed a large pot of water on it and let it boil. The wolf climbed onto the roof and slipped down the chimney. As soon as he reached the bottom, he landed with a loud splash, right into the boiling water. The wolf howled, leaping out of the pot and running away into the forest, never to be seen again. Happily ever after. The three little pigs cheered and hugged each other. "Your house saved us," the first pig said. "We should have built strong houses too," the second pig admitted. The third pig smiled. Hard work and planning always pay off. From that day on, the first and second little pigs learned their lesson. They helped their brother build 2 more brick houses, and together, they lived happily ever after. Subscribe the channel for more stories.